It is I, John O'Regan, the uncommon voice for the common man, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, where, right across the river, I see where my hero, the great John Republican Racy, is now only 2 points down to that worthless governor of the state of West Virginia. Yes, I'm talking about James A.J. Charles Manson. 2 points. It was 30 points, and now it's 2. Why? Because Manchin is running a horrible campaign, and Racy is running a great campaign. He is campaigning against Obama and tying Manchin to Obama, and now it's 2 points. One Democratic poll, the PPP poll, actually has Racy up by about 3 points, and I hope he wins. Now, I got this to say to the National Broadcasting Corporation, and for your benefit, I am going to say it in English, and in case you don't understand what that means, that's in English, because apparently you have some sort of problem having your Sunday Night Football in America broadcast in English so that the majority of the people in this country can understand what it's all about. Yes, it's true. On your Sunday Night Football broadcast, you had the graphics in Spanish, you had Spanish-speaking commercials, you had your main graphic say, Football Night in America. It's football. We just went through this whole damn thing with the World Cup. And what do? You turn around and do the exact same thing that ABC did. But they can do it. They can call it football if they want to because it's soccer. But you can't do it. It's football. A real sport. But everybody in the country is upset with you. That's right, because they do not want to see Football Night in America in Spanish. And I understand why they're upset with you. I'm upset with you. But what I'm going to do is I am going to offer a different perspective because I understand what you're up to. You don't fool me. What you do by having this Spanish broadcast on Sunday Night Football is exactly the same thing that your worthless president, Barack Hussein Obama, the man who is not a Muslim, tried to do when he dismissed the voter intimidation charges against the new Black Panther. It's the exact same thing. And why, you may say? Well, I'm going to explain why. Because the radical leftists in the White House knew full well when they dismissed the charges against the Black Panthers what the reaction of the Caucasian majority of this country would be. And therefore, they would turn on the African Americans, and the seeds of racial distrust and hate were planted. And it was done on purpose. Make no mistake about it. And that is exactly what NBC, which is nothing more than a propaganda arm of the White House, did with their Spanish broadcast on Sunday Night Football. They fool nobody. This is right out of the playbook of Karl Marx by pitting one ethnic group against another ethnic group. And I tell you this right now, it's shameful what you did. The entire country is upset with you, but they're upset with you for the reason that you did it. I'm upset with you for the reason because I know why you did it. You did exactly what it is that the President of the United States did, a radical Marxist leftist. It's right out of Karl Marx's playbook, pitting one ethnic group against another one, and you should be ashamed of yourself for doing it. But I'm telling you this right now, you don't fool anybody. We all know that NBC is the most left-wing leaning broadcast channel that there is. Of all three of them, you can see it in their cable news networks. They're nothing but a bunch of damn radical Marxist communists at MSNBC. And that's right. And with this nonsense of you and your Sunday Night Football in Spanish, I'm telling you, it's shameful what you've done because you have fallen into this political correctness mode and you are pitting one ethnic group against another one. And I actually feel sorry for the Hispanics because you have done them a great disservice. You're going to pit race against race, and those poor people deserve a better fate. But you don't fool anybody. In fact, I'm going to tell you this right now. What you need to know is exactly what my hero, the great Republican Abraham Lincoln, once said, because it's true. And you should heed these words right now, NBC. Quote, you can fool all the people some of the time and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. because you're not going to get away with it for much longer. We understand what you're up to. At least I understand what you're up to, and the people that just watch this video understand what you're up to, and we won't be fooled again. Until next time, this is your favorite Islamo homophobiac, Ronald Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, saying to you now, if news breaks out, my tirades break in. Until next time, over and out!